Hello students, it is Tuesday, April 20, 2021. We are going to continue with our math lesson for today. Now let's pay attention, look at your screen, make sure you're thinking how are we solving these problems so you'll be able to conquer that skill. Remember, at the end, you're going to be doing your homework, so let's pay attention, okay? Here we go now. I'm going to change the slide on your screen. Now, remember, we're working on addends, okay? Now, the cursor is moving onto the screen now, as you can see it. Now, up here says math, solve problems, both addends unknown, okay? We know an addend are these two numbers up front, okay? As you can see here, there's a number here that's already given you the total, okay? But before we do that, let's read our math word problem to see what we are working with, okay? Read it with me. Here we go. There are 7 angels in all. Okay, let's read our question now. How many are in the square and the circle? Okay, so here's our square, here's our circle, and of course our addition equation is here. Now, let's come back up here. Let's read the statement again, okay? So that way we know what we're working with. Let's read it together. There are 7 angels in all. Now, your turn to read it. Ready? Go. Read it again. Ready? Go. Good job. Now, we know that it's giving us a total there, okay? Which is 7. So here's what we do, okay? We're going to get 7 here. We have to put 7 as the total, okay? So you know that number that is here, that goes here automatically, okay? Now, we have 2 addends here that are unknown. Say addends. Good job. So we have to find these two numbers here that are going to equal 7. This square and this circle is going to help us with that, okay? Now, there's lots of ways we can do this, but I just want you to watch your screen, okay? Let's say we just want to put in 3 angels into the square, okay? We have 3 angels here. Now, we have to come here to the circle again. The remaining angels that are here, they have to go into that circle now because they're going to give us the addends, okay? Now look at that, boys and girls. We have now some angels in the square, and we also have some angels in the circle now. Now, the next thing we have to do is we're going to count up the angels in the square. And that's going to give us our first addend, okay? Let's count up the angels in the square. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have to put 3 here, okay? Watch your screen because I'm putting 3 here. Now, to get this number, you're going to have to look here at the circle again, and we have to count how many angels are in there. Let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we're going to have to write 4 here. And look at that. Our addition equation is complete now. Let's read it together. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Let's read it again. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Your turn to read it. Ready? Go. Good job, okay? So that's what they mean when they say both addends unknown. And of course, here is your I can statement, okay? Now, let's come to another example, okay? Look at your screen because I changed it. Same thing, we have to read our word problem here and our question to see what it's asking us. Let's read it together. Here we go. There are 13 bells in all. Now, let's read our question. How many are in the square and the circle? Okay, so now we have bells here. How many bells do we have? 13, okay? All the bells here, there should be 13 of them here. Now let's read our statement again. Read it with me. There are 13 bells in all. Now, we have our total here. What was this number again? 13. Good job. So you're going to write 13 as your total there, just like how I did. Now we have two addends that are unknown here. This is where the square and the circle are going to help us, okay? Now, like I said, there's lots of ways to do this, but as long as you put your bells in both, you're going to have an addend that will equal 13, okay? Now watch your screen. Let's do it like this. Ready? Here we go now, okay? Let's say we want to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just say we put 7 bells here in the square. Now these remaining bells, they have to go now into the circle. So let's put them into the circle as we count. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? We have 6 bells in the circle and we have 7 bells in the square. Now we have numbers we can put now in our addends, okay? How many bells are in our square? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in your first addend, you're going to write 7 like that, okay? Because there are 7 bells here. Now you come to the circle and you count up those bells. Let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we put 6 here because that is our next addend, okay? And that is true. 7 plus 6 equals 13, okay? Let's read it again. 7 plus 6 equals 13. Now your turn to read it. Ready? Go. Good job. Now let's come to another example, okay? Now, on your screen there is the same thing. We have a word problem and a question that we're going to have to answer. Here is our addition equation again. Now, the same process. We have to read this to see what number we are working with, okay? Let's read it together. There are 9 candles in all. Let's read our question now. How many are in the square and the circle? So that's our question. They want to know how many candles are in the square and how many candles are in our circle here. But before we do that, let's read again this top portion. Read it with me. There are 9 candles in all. So how many candles are there in all? 9. So right here, you're going to put 9 there, okay? Because that's the total of candles. Now, these two numbers are the addends. We have to know what two numbers will equal 9 based on these two shapes here. Now, let's do that together. Ready? Let's say we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say we just want to put 7 candles in the square there, okay? Now, the remaining 2 have to go into the circle now. So let's do that. 1, 2. And look at that now. We have numbers that we can put in now for our addends, okay? Now, boys and girls, how many candles are in the square? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to put 7 here, okay? Because that's our answer for the first addend, okay? Now, let's come here to the circle. Let's count how many candles are in here. 1, 2. So we have to put number 2 in the second addend. And there you go, boys and girls. Our math equation is complete. Let's read it together. 7 plus 2 equals 9. Let's say it again. 7 plus 2 equals 9. Now your turn to read it. Ready? Go! Good job. Now here's what I want you to do, okay? Get out a paper and pencil. Once you get out your paper and pencil on your screen, this is your homework that I want you to complete. I want you to copy this down onto your paper, okay? This statement and this question here. Write it onto your paper. Once you're done with that, I want you to draw a square and you're going to draw a circle and make sure you put your addition equation on there also. Now, you're going to have to read your statement here and you're going to have to read the question on what it's telling you and asking you, okay? Now, and I also want you to draw what these are in your two objects. You're going to have to give me 2 addends and the total here, okay? Now, boys and girls, remember, if you forget how to do this, rewind the entire video and watch it again, okay? Because I gave you examples. Now, remember, when you finish your homework, make sure you keep it in a safe folder because every Friday you're going to have to turn in your homework to your bus driver so you can get credit for it. Now, go ahead and continue on with your homework and go ahead and pause the video right here because I'm going to log off here in a bit.